Welcome to Faith Jam, nurturing, learning, and hearing.
We just got to proceed on and we got to rely on the Lord to take us where we need to go. But, there's a problem sometimes that crop up and it's just part of life. I'm going to call it uncertainties and doubts crop up and they sort of can create detours and you get lost. Like, the GPS system, it got plenty of doubts and uncertainties in it because you don't know where you're going, but you utilizing the GPS system to get there. But in reality, sometimes we make the wrong turn and we end up someplace else other than what the GPS told us to go. So today we have the pleasure of speaking to a good friend and a gentleman who's been on the front line for years. As I recall, I think it was 1991, him and a group of men went into the community to inspire and to reduce violence in one of the violent prone communities in Washington, D.C. 33 years at this point, I think it is. They've been doing it. They've been making it happen and inspiring young people going to college, people getting jobs, people just changing their lives. And I just thank him for being on that front line, working with the people in the community who basically sometimes they're looking for help, but they just don't know where to find it. And he was one of those beacons of light. And him and the gentlemen's who actually went out in the community and did what they did. So without further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Tyrone Parker, formerly the executive director or president of the Alliance of Concerned Men.
Thank you, Curtis. Thank you so very much for this opportunity just to be with you again. You always lift my spirit. You always had the skill to be able to take it to another level, to tap areas that that you sometimes forget or you're uncertain about.
Holy Spirit just hit me with something, and I listened very, very well. I want to dedicate this broadcast to Arthur Rico Rush. And I
Yeah.
want you to talk about Arthur for a couple of minutes.
Rico was trained to some degree in the context of understanding how next steps would look. In his compassion and his love, navigated us into how next steps would look. I'll never forget, Curtis. One day we were confronted with a situation, man, that I couldn't see next steps. Two kids got pulled out a gun and talking they're gonna do that. So I looked at Rick. I said, Rick, what do we do? And Rick looked back at me and said, Tyrone, like in the Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the father and the son were swinging across the cliff, and the father and the son asked the father, said, Dad, what do we do? And the father replied, whatever come next, son, that's what we do. And that was the spirit of Rico. The sun is always shining, just show
I
up.
love that.
You know, and that ideology there was the common denominator. Rico was a guy, man, that I know that I could always count on. You know how cause a lot of times, man, fear be there. Because we don't know what the next step gonna be. We're dealing with communities and kids that's killing each other for nothing. A 25-cent soda, or he said something to me, a killing field. So we have our own concern. But man, when you got people like a Rico Rush and Eric Johnson, and Mac also Brooks, but Rico was able to navigate the next step for us as a whole, man. Rico was truly the orchestrator of the Alliance of Concerned Men. And without, God sent Rico as an angel to help to navigate us during trying and challenging times. He was the glue that held us together, man, through his love and his concern. I can never say enough about this brother, man, in regards to who he was as a person across the board. And I know you had the opportunity to meet him on a number of times, and he loved you, man. So Alfred Rico Rush, I stay in touch with his family today, man.
Faithful servant. I love that. I
Yeah,
love that.
Rico,
Hey,
Rico.
Mr. Parker, let's go back to 1991 and when you guys first assembled and was going out in the community. And when brothers get together, sometimes there's a lot of conflict going on, but your mission was bigger than conflict. It had to have the characteristics of people who believed in that we can make this happen. We just need to do it.
You know, man, what happened? It's an interesting story, Curtis. I feel. My son was killed over a crystal skating ring. Two guys happened to be shooting, and a stray bullet hits him. And that stayed with me in the contents of we got to do something because at that time the city was out the chart in regards to deaths and homicides. And man, I reached out to some friends, but also, man, prior to that, I had a misfortune. I got locked up, and
Mm,
man, I saw while I was in the jail how the older guys was able to talk to the younger guys. And I saw the spirit of what could happen if you get the older guys to talk to the younger guys. So, man, the spirit of it was almost a compound. I saw what could happen with older guys talking to younger guys in the prison when I got out. I basically reached to my buddies and said, man, we can stop this killing. We can do this here. And they heard what I was saying. All of us had went to Eastern High School together. You know,
mm,
all of us had went. But man, the walks of life, uh, prison, military, government prison's office, marriage. But man, at the end, it brought us all back together to come and save and do the work for the community, which produced one of the greatest grassroots organizations I would say in this world, man. It came the Alliance of Concerned Men that launched into across this whole city. There are 25 to 30 years where we can go back into any community that we've been a part of. And them kids love us and respect us. They grown now, they married now, have their own family now. But that's only because of the relationships that we constantly go through these areas, constantly saying hi, constantly building them. And the interesting thing about them is that they are always living relationships. You can always go back to any community that you have been a part of if you left that spirit of goodwill there, because somebody will know you and the spirit will introduce you to somebody else. That's that that's God there. That's God
no
there.
doubt. No doubt. I just want to it was supposed to be another person on this broadcast, which was a member of the Alliance of Concerned Men, Mr. Mac Alsobrook. I just want to congratulate him. His daughter is running for the state senate of the state of Maryland, and I'm just going to claim it. She's going to be winning that
Oh
senate
yeah.
seat, and I just know I want to congratulate him as being I'm gonna say he has to be a proud father
Yeah.
to have his daughter being a U.S. state senator. So, Mac, congratulations and congratulations, Sister Alsobrook, Alsobrook, for your campaign running as the state senate. And I just wanted to put that out there just as well. So we're going to end this episode, which is episode 2 of Doubt and Uncertainty. And I want to thank Mr. Parker for being our guest today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely,
And,
definitely.
and
You know,
also, I just want to remind people we have a free website that we're looking to do, and it's yourfaithjourneys.com. And that free website consists of resources to draw you closer to Christ. That's if you choose to. We're not beating it over your head or anything like that. We're just saying, here's something free. If you're interested, take a look. And believe me, it'll be worth your time, because I've taken a look and I'm there at this point, not just because of the website. I'm there because it's changed my life. And as always, we want to thank you again for showing up today, and may God continue to bless you.
We'd like to express our gratitude to our sponsors and donors for supporting the Faith Journey podcast. Thank you for tuning in. May you be blessed and continue to smile. Until we meet again.